Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Bashem Shah Ragathon. Yahweh Shem al Thab Bashem Shah. Priest in office of 1,000 Malaki holding down the Sabbath service this week. Starting off at Exodus chapter 34 and verse 31. Anybody got any questions? You can type it in the chat. Bear with us for a second. Bear with us for 1 second. What? Sorry, everybody, you got anything to say?
Today is the Sabbath service, as we know. It's a holy convocation unto the Most High God. It's a day of rest. Rest from our servile work, from what the oppressor lays on us day in and day out, and throughout our captivity. It's for the employer. So if the employee's making you work, it's not on you, but you can take off.
All right.
This day give honor to the Most High, worship Him in the correct way. We send up prayers, we do the oil, the anointing. We like the frankincense and myrrh. So it's all to take back our culture, take back our identity, give the honor back to the Most High. Make sure we put Him first and stop being selfish with our time. You just want the Sabbath service is generally a 2-hour class, and the rest of the day is yours. You have 22 hours to yourself to do as you please.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Christ.
Damn. All right, with that being said, I imagine in the clear.
Like SHALAM, which means to Israel.
Take Hebrew. I imagine. The Pano Hagodam, and trying to face these.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayah. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwathka. Taba'ah. Badazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Barakzah. Kawor. Hayah. Bashemayah. Thunanawa. Achom. Kab. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Chabawathanawa. Kasalaknawa. Chabawathinawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayinawa. Bonasai 1. Abor. Abashayinawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Lakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'adapara. La'awalamia. Amun. In the English,
Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread,
daily bread.
and forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our
as we
debtors.
forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
God is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. This is the hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua,
Ba'Bakushah.
Babakashah,
Ba'Thanawa.
Athanawa, Hakak, Hakak,
La'Pa'ah.
La'apa'ah,
Ka'Makala.
Ka'makala,
Ka'Madawa.
Ka'madawa,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Latahar.
Latahor,
Amatazariah.
Amatazariah,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Lahapni.
Lahakmi,
Hamathi.
Hamathim,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Arakhawa.
Arakawath,
Hatamala.
Hatamala,
Lagarsha.
Lagarshan,
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua,
Wadam.
Tawadamun, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
please give us the power,
Please give us the
the
power.
power to heal
Power to heal.
all manner of sickness,
All manner of sickness.
and all manner of disease,
All manner of disease.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to cleanse
the
lepers.
power to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
the power against unclean spirits,
Power against unclean spirits.
to cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of
In
Yahushua,
the name of Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Is the blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua,
Barakalinawa.
Barakalinawa,
Wayashrala.
Wayashala,
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya,
Sapari.
Saparium,
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua,
Wadaman.
Wadamun. In English, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
bless us
Bless us.
and Israel
And Israel.
and the school.
In the school.
In the name of
In
Yahushua,
the name of Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is the I.S.U.P.K power structure blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh,
Wayahahushah.
Wayahahushah,
Wamayaka'ala.
Wamayaka'ala,
Wa'alahayim.
Wa'alahaya,
Razba'ah.
Tazavaya,
Alawak Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna,
Alawak.
Alawapim,
Asarani.
Asaranyam,
Akwada Zagini.
Akwada Zayanyam,
Akayayini.
Ahayalium,
Wahagwafi.
Wahaagwathim,
Yahabashim Yahushah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua,
Wadaman.
the Wadamun. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahushua,
In Yahushua.
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angels, Commanding General Yahanna,
The
the generals,
general.
the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha.
Asha,
Ayanya.
Ayanya,
Ahahari.
Ahahariam,
Ma'ayam.
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah,
Isaiah.
Izaria, Izaria,
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin, Yahweh,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Shemayim.
Shemayim,
Wa'aratiza.
Wa'aratiza,
Ayathan.
Ayathan,
Lawat.
Samawat,
Ragalka.
Ragalka,
Ayanawan.
Ayanawan,
Shamarka.
Shamarka,
Ana.
Ana,
La'ah.
La'ah,
Yanawan.
Yanawam,
La'ah.
Wala'ah,
Yashan.
Yayashan,
Shalomar.
Shawamor, Yashrala, Yahweh,
Shamarka.
Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka,
Ayah.
Aoya,
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka,
Yawamam.
Yawamam,
Ashmash.
Ashemash, Ya'ah,
Yukaka.
Yakarka,
Ba'irak.
Wairak,
Balayala.
Balayala, Yahweh,
Shamarka.
Yashamarka,
Makarai.
Makarai,
Shamar.
Yashamor,
Alpha
Alphanapashka, Yahweh,
Shamar.
Yashamor, Tazafka, Wabawaka, Maitha, Waidabalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the
I
hills,
will lift up my eyes to the hills.
from whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth,
and even forevermore.
we go forth. This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam.
Alahayam,
Adam Yadaka.
Adam Yalaka,
Adakarash.
Adakarash,
Shakwat.
Adashakwat,
Kayahana.
Kayahana,
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika,
Yahamayuan.
Yahamayuwan,
Raj.
Raj,
Al-Aimka.
Al-Imaka,
Yawayamba.
Yawayamba,
Sawadah.
Sawadah,
Waitha.
Waitha,
Aitazawar.
Yaitazawar,
Aitazawanyika.
Altazapawanyika,
Amorwa.
Amorwa,
Akwa.
Lakawa,
Wanakakida.
Wanakakidam,
Magalia.
Magalia,
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah,
Yazakar.
Yazakar,
Shemyashwala.
Shemyashala,
Iwada.
Iwada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Aitazawar.
Awaitazawar,
Bud.
Laba,
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa,
Ayika.
Ayaka,
Bariyah.
Baryath,
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Adawam.
Adawam,
Washma Alayam.
Yashamaliyam, Mawaba, Wagarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashaf, Amishabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Iowa, Zorawai, Labanyalawat, Shalat, Shalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sabra, Kayabian, Banachal, Koyashman, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ira, Hayawa, the Mun, Baudama, Shayathumwa, Nadiyamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakazabana, Kaunasi Kumba, Ashore, Amorwa, Nairashah, Anawa, Ath, Nalawath, Alahayam, Alahayam, Shayathumwa, Kagawala, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Kaash, Tabari Ira, Walak, Salak, Wakala Abba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Bapafka, Dabahalam, Malaa, Punyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, IDI, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Wayatha, Shimka, Yahweh, Labatka, Ayawan, Alkaradaza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
have
lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Our sure also was joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a rug, and like Ziyab. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Almuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. Make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone, art the Most High of all the earth. Sarge, Shotgun, you be seated. Starting off at Exodus 34 and 31. You can read along in the Blue Letter Bible. I'll take the first 7, my God. All right, we got Exodus, so like in chapter 34 and verse 31. Waya Kwara'a Alaham Masha Waya Shabawa Aliyawa Aharan Wakal Hana Shayam Ba'ida Wayadabar Masha Alaham. Verse 32. Wayaharya Khan Naga Shawa Kal Bunya Yashala Waya Tezawam Ath Kal Ashar Debar Yahweh Athawa Bahar Sayanaya. Verse 33. Wayakal Masha Ma Debar Athon Wayathon Al Panyawa Ma Sawa. Verse 34. Wa Baba Masha La Punya Yahweh La Debar Athwa Ya Sayar Ath Hama Sawa I Taza Athwa Waya Taza Wa Debar Al Bunya Yashala Ath Ashar Ya Tazawa. Verse 35. Wara Al Bunya Yashala Ath Punya Masha Kaya Kwaran I War Punya Masha Waha Shayab Masha Ath Ha Masawa Al Punyawa I Baal La Debar Athwa. Verse 35, chapter 35, verse 1. Wayakuhal Masha Ath Kal Idath Bunya Yashala Wayamor Alahum Allah Hadabaryam Ashar Tazawa Yahweh La Aishath Atham. Verse 2. Shashath Yam Tha Aisha Mala Akath Wabayawam Hashab Yahaya Lakum Kwadash Shabbath Shabbathwan La Yahweh Kal Ha Aisha Bawa Mala Akah Yawamath. Verse 3.
This is the book of Exodus 34, verse 31 in the English. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moses talked with them. Verse 32. And afterward all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that the Lord had spoken with him in the Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai, verse 33. Until Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But when Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spake unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, and that the skin of Moses' face shone. And Moses put a veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him. Okay. You want to take it? So this is just to catch everybody up. This is when Moses went up to Mount Sinai and he was speaking to the Lord, and he got the two stone tablets, and of course the Lord was talking to him for 40 days, 40 nights, schooling them, and he came down and he was about to tell Israel what he learned what orders he got from the Most High. And it say he had to put a veil over his face because his face was bright, it was radiant. You understand? It was stopping traffic. It was just something to look upon. Right. And the people, I might be jumping ahead. Yeah, I might be jumping ahead. Wait, am I? The people were scared. You understand? They was kind of scared to see Moses' face shining like that. First of all, he was up there for 40 days and 40 nights. He wasn't even eating. You understand? He wasn't eating. He wasn't drinking nothing. He just went up there with two stone tablets. That's it. Up there for a month and a half. You understand? He came down. His face was shining. They had to put a veil over it. It's really kind of symbolic, where it's a clear distinction between man and the Most High. We can't even look at the Most High face without dying. And then when we see his backside, our face starts shining and glowing. And then people that see the results of seeing the Most High backside, they were scared and afraid. We had to put a veil over them. You understand? It's like, you know, and it comes right after coming up. We're gonna pass it off to Officer Knock. So okay.
Where was you at?
34, and we just finishing up 34 chapter.
Nah, what you were saying was so heavy because when Moses went up to the mountain, he came down with the spirit of the Most High. I believe we talked about this last week. He came down with the spirit of the Most High on him. And when you saw him glowing, that's what they see when they see you. They see you glowing. You know what I'm saying? They see you glowing because you saw. They see you glowing because you witnessed what the Most High had to offer. You know what I'm saying? You learned what the Most High told you to learn. And you come down shining too. You come down glowing too. They see your spirit and be like, damn, you look totally different. You know what I'm saying? So Moses came down with that same spirit, you know what I'm saying, after witnessing what the Most High told him. And he came down and saw everybody else in the world. He came down and saw everybody in the world doing the same stuff. He like, damn, what the Most High did for y'all, that's like my dad doing something or our dad doing something for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they spit in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, everything my dad did for you, and you want to turn your back on my dad? The anger. Just the anger of people being in the world and people being so small-minded. You know what I'm saying? It made him just break the tablets. You know what I'm saying? Everything he did for the Most High, he just broke it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's just a lesson on, you know, discipline, having some kind of discipline so you can maintain order. You know what I mean? But, Salak, where was you at?
35 and 1.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 1. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them, these are the words which the Lord has commanded, that ye should do them. Verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
That was end of the Sabbath.
Meaning, like, you know, we dedicate the Sabbath to the Most High. The Sabbath day is the Lord's day. We dedicate it to the Most High. We here doing the service. We go to camp. We do everything for the Lord because it's the Lord's day. Literally, it belongs to the Most High.
Right.
But then you got some people that try to dedicate this day to Esau. They want to dedicate this day to trying to get an extra dollar. You know what I'm saying? When you should give it to the Most High, but you give it to Esau. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you cut yourself off from the congregation.
Right.
It's a lot, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, you see here where it say, whosoever doeth work on the Sabbath shall be put to death. Now, this is what it means when it's speaking about us being under grace. When it's not. If we go to work right now, we dedicate this day to Esau. Levi's not going to break in our door and unallow us.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because that was the law. When Christian pastors say, okay, the law is done away with, a lot of us being unlearned, we think that the law and the commandments are the same thing. When the commandments are, you know, don't work on the Sabbath. The law is, if you work on the Sabbath, you're going to get unalive.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We're not getting unalive right now because we're under grace. That means we have a short time to get our act together. You understand? Like we understand, and we understand grace when we offend the Most High. Right? That's when we understand grace. But when somebody offends us, now we want them to be under the law because we want them to be punished immediately. You understand me? When it's like, I can't really understand how we can hold a grudge against somebody because they offended us, right? Because, you know, and we want them to pay for it. When 9 times out of 10 they acting that way towards us because they're in hell. So if we hold a grudge against them, we want them to go through more hell, which is going to make them continue to act the way they act.
Right.
You understand? We don't understand grace then, but when we don't, we don't understand grace when somebody offends us. But when we offend the Most High, then we like, all right, you know, God knows my heart. You know, He winks at our ignorance and all the other stuff. but we don't have that same mindset towards our brother that is in us. When it's really like we are putting ourselves above the Most High. You understand? If you want the Most High to forgive you for your sins, you got to forgive other people when they sin against you.
Before it say, what you say? Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Right.
Same way you forgive the people that are in debt to you, or the people that owe you, or the people that you don't want to deal with. That's the same way the Lord gonna forgive you. You know what I mean? Forgive our debts, we forgive our debtors. And if I could, what you were saying was heavy. We could get this one scripture real quick. Can I get Isaiah chapter 58, verse 12?
Okay.
Got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, 58, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And they that shall be of thee shall
They thou shall be of thee. They that shall be with us. Those that's in the school. There's a difference between the brothers that's circumcised and the brothers that's uncircumcised. The brothers that found the truth and the brothers that are not in it. They that shall be of thee, go ahead,
shall build the old waste places.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations.
Now, by circumcised, I don't mean physically, I mean mentally, right? We're going to build up the old waste places, the places that's been wasted away for many generations. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach.
That's what you see the school is. The school is called the repairer of the breach. The breach is Esau. The breach is what they give you, the mindset that they gave us and made us go do wickedness, right? They breached us, and we got to repair that breach. Go ahead.
The restorer of the path to dwell
And
in.
we're going to restore the path to dwell in, which is the path of the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath,
Mm-hmm.
from doing thy pleasure.
From doing what?
From doing thy pleasure.
Now, the Sabbath isn't a day where we do our pleasure, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I could be at home eating a sandwich right now, right? I mean, the Sabbath isn't a day that's mine. The Sabbath isn't a day that I do what I want to do. Go ahead.
Okay. From doing thy pleasure on my holy day.
On who?
On my holy
The
day.
Lord said, you don't do your pleasure on his holy day. This day belongs to the Most High, which is why you see us on the street corners in every city, which is why you see us on Sabbath services, which is why you see us in different cities and making sure that the Sabbath day belongs to the Lord. Go ahead.
And call the Sabbath a delight.
Call it a delightful day because this is the day we do the work of the Most High. Go ahead.
The holy of the Lord.
And we separate. This day is separate. This day is dedicated to the Lord. Go ahead.
Honorable.
And that's what we're going to do, the type of work we're going to do. Go ahead.
And shall honor him.
And that's what we do. We honor the Most High. We raise him up. You know what I'm saying? Spreading like Paul took him over to Europe. Paul took the truth from Jerusalem to Europe. You know what I mean? He get the that city of Troas. They like, man, what we gonna do? And he had a dream, like, yo, go to Macedonia and get to Macedonia. His first day in Philippi, he get booked. You know what I'm saying? First day he get booked. You know what I'm saying? Then he in the jail cell and there's an earthquake. They free the jails. And then you know what I'm saying, free the men, free the guys, you know what I'm saying? He did it, and the prisoner, the CO, like, yo, if he going there with the sword, like, yo, I promise you, if they ran away, I'm off myself. And Paul come back like, no, come with us. He's like, sir, what I gotta do to roll with y'all? He's like, look, just come on with me. And just follow the Lord, and you're gonna be all right. We go back, wash their scars off. He get right in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things we do for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We give this day to the Most High, just as all the men that came before us do. Go ahead.
And shall honor him.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing thine own ways.
Go ahead.
Nor finding thine own pleasure.
Like, I'm not trying to get $1 a day. If they offer me $1 a day, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I gotta weigh the matter. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about my pleasure. It's not about what I want to do. I want to go do A, B, and C, but that's not what today is for. That's what Sunday through Friday is for. That's for your pleasure. Saturday, that day is the Lord's day. Go ahead.
Nor speaking thine own words.
And we don't come out here doing what we want to do and saying what we want to say. We read the Bible. We go read the Bible on Saturday. The Bible, that's the Bible's day. We on the corner reading the Bible. We on some random city, some random block reading the Bible. We on the podium reading the Bible. We reading the words of the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord.
Y'all get that. Go ahead.
And I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth.
And that's what it's for. You lift the Lord up, the Lord gonna lift you up. Go ahead.
and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
Give them the book, give them the knowledge, give them the truth. Let them eat the truth. They're gonna eat the roll. It's gonna be sweet until it get in your stomach. You gotta deal with the bitterness of the truth. Go ahead.
For the mouth of the Lord have spoken it.
That's what the Sabbath is, man. It ain't about your pleasure. It ain't about what you want to do. The Sabbath is the Lord's day. SHALAM.
Let me switch to borders. Mom, can I say?
I think this
You want to say it?
will be. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35 and verse 3. La'ah Thaba Arwa Ash Bakal Ma Shabbath Yikam Ba Yawam Ha Shabbath. Verse 4. Waya Amar Masha Al Kal Idaf Banya Yashrala La Amar Za Ha Dabar Ashar Tazawa Yahweh La Amar. Verse 5. Kwakwa Ma Afkam Tha Wama La Yahweh Kal Nadayab Labwa Yabayaha Af Thara Wamath Yahweh Zahab Wa Kasap Wa Nakashaf. Verse 6. Watha Kalath Wa Ragaman Watha Wal Ith Shanya Wa Shasha Wa Izayam. Verse 7. Wa Raf Yalam Ma Damyam Wa Rath Thachash Yam Wa Tazaya Shatyam. Verse 8. Wa Shaman La Ma Iwar Wa Basham Yam La Shaman Ha Ma Shaka Wala Quatarath Ha Samyam. Verse 9. Wa Abanya Shaham Wa Abanya Mala Ayam La Apawad La Wala Khashan. That was end of 7, I believe. Yeah, that was end of 7. So this is the book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall do no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
You shall read it again.
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Mm-hmm. Now this is where the Jewish man gets it misconstrued.
Right.
Because the Jewish man, or the little hats, you know what I'm saying? The little hats, they think that when they're saying you shall kindle no fire on the Sabbath day, that means you can't, push a button on the elevator. That means you can't turn on the stove. You can't use the microwave. So what the Jewish man does, or the little hat, what he does is, you know what he do? He hires people to work for him on Saturday. And he sits down and does nothing. Like, he can't push the button on the remote because that's kindling the fire. He can't warm his food up because that's kindling the fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They become super Esau.
Right.
Like extreme Edomites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do anything. So now you need a servant on that day. You know what I'm saying? Kindling the fire is working. You know what I'm saying? Doing work for Esau, doing work for people. You know what I'm saying? Kindling the fire, you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? That's why when Christ ox fell in the hole and they said, "Then shall I let him die because it's a Sabbath day?" You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between the Sadducee, a Pharisee, and a priest and prophet. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you the word of the Bible, but it's the spirit that you need. You need the spirit in the Bible.
Right.
Kindling the fire is doing work for other people. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, verse 5. Take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord. Whosoever is of a willing heart, let him bring it an offering of the Lord, gold and silver and brass. Verse 6. And blue and purple and scarlet, and fine linen and goat's hair.
All of this is very expensive, by the way.
What? Verse 7. And ram skins dyed red, and badger skins, and shittim wood.
Mind you, rams and badgers are not easy to kill.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And oil for the light, and spices for anointing oil, and for the sweet incense.
This is all dedicated to the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate.
That's all the fine metals, all the fine stones that we would get for the priest to put on his breastplate. So get the stones to make the breastplates for the priests. You know what I'm saying? Go do that. You know what I'm saying? Go dedicate this day to the Most High. Find them stones. Do something that's working for the Lord. You gonna kindle a fire? It ain't no work for the Lord. What's that doing? You know what I'm saying? Go get some ram. Go get some badges for the priests. Go do some work for the priest this day. Go get some stones and build the ephod. You know what I'm saying? The breastplates. You know what I'm saying? Do the work that matters for the house, for the temple, for the school. Right?
Back in the Hebrew.
Yeah. So like if I make two, just the first part where it's talking about kindling a fire. I mean, even in the literal sense, kindling a fire, it can't be speaking about just making a sandwich. You know what I mean? It can't be speaking about just lighting a fire. It's speaking about you doing this stuff because you're in servitude to somebody else.
Right.
You understand me? And it's like, it literally cannot be talking about that because a few chapters ago, the Lord told us that we got to prepare these feasts on the Sabbath day. So we literally have to kindle a fire on the Sabbath day. Right. And so it's like, is the Bible contradicting itself, or do we just not know the Bible? You understand? Because if you're talking about kindling a fire on the Sabbath, how else are we supposed to have high holy days? We can't make the food the day before, so it's going to be cold as hell. Right. I'm going to be eating cold turkey, cold yams. Right. We can't eat it up.
Praise the Lord.
We ain't doing that. I'm trying to tell you. You understand? And then when then like everything we're about to read is us, like how Knox saying, is us actually putting in work for the Most High. You understand me? And it's what we should have done a few chapters back. Because when the first time Moses went up to the mountain, you know, he was getting all the instructions. He was getting, all right, this got to be 20 cubits, and we got to prepare the courtyard. But it was interrupted because we wanted to go and burn all our gold into a calf. God stopped what he was saying and said, Moses, listen, I'm about to destroy these people. So, you know, all that happened, and people died. We moved on a little bit. Moses went back up and got the instructions again. Now we're about to read everything we just read in the previous chapters, but now we're actually going forth and starting to do it. We starting to put that work in for the Lord. You understand me? So
if I could make it real quick, make it so heavy is, you know, when we doing the work together, 9 times out of 10, we're gonna eat together. We're gonna have a feast regardless. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave from camp and we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go post up at somebody that's cooking some kind of food. We're gonna have a feast regardless. That's working together. But I'm not gonna go home and make a fire and cook by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be. I mean, if I make a fire, it's because we all eating. You know what I'm saying? You dedicating this day to the brothers, to the men, to the school, to the Lord. You know what I mean? It's different, but.
Oh, so I got one more thing, right? Last chapter we just read how Moses was up there 40 days and 40 nights. So when we go back and see that, you know, we started to press Moses to build us this golden calf so that we can worship him, you know, we gotta understand that we was down at the bottom of that mountain. We seen Moses go up to the top of the mountain, which is 2 stones. He was up there for 40 days, 40 nights. He wasn't eating. You understand? So in our mind, we clearly thought he's dead up there.
Right.
because we didn't have faith in the Most High.
It's heavy.
You understand? That's why when he came down and he did all this, you know, it was just like we was being carnal.
Mhm.
We didn't think a man can last up there with God for 40 days and 40 nights without eating, without drinking.
Mm-hmm.
We just tapped into our carnal nature. When we sinned against the Most High, we paid for it. We back in Hebrew.
Come on.
You want to take the next 7?
Me? Y'all take next one.
I'm fine.
Oh, not yet. Nah.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. What we at? 35 and what? 9?
30.
10.
35 and 10?
He's a lot.
Yeah, who not? All right. Exodus chapter 35, verse 10. Wakal, Hakam, Laba, Bakam, Wabaal, Waya'aishawa, Af, Kal, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh. Verse 11. Af, Hamashakal, it's like Hamashakan, Atha, Ahalwa, Wa'af, Makasa, Hawa, Af, Kwarasayawa, Wa'af, Kwarashayawa, Af, Baraya, Kawa, Af, Amadayan, Wa'atha, Adanayan. Verse 12. Atha, Ha'aran, Wa'atha, Badayawa, Atha, Hakapa, Raf, Wa'ath, Parakaf, Ha, Masak. Verse 13. Af, Hashalakan, Wa'af, Badayawa, Wa'af, Kal, Kalayawan, it's like Kalayawa, Wa'af, Lakam, Ha, Paniyam. Verse 14. So I'm going to stop.
And 16.
Wa'af, Manaraf, Hama'awar, Wa'af, Kalaya, Wa'af, Na, Rathaya, Wa'af, Shaman, Shaman, Ha, Ma'awar. Verse 15. Wa'af, Mazabak, Hakwataraf, Wa'af, Badayan, it's like a Badayawa, Wa'af, Shaman, Ha, Mashakha, Wa'af, Kwataraf, Ha, Samayam, Wa'af, Masak, Ha, Pathak, Lapatha, it's like a Lapathak, Ha, Mashakan. Verse 16. Atha, Mazabak, Ha, Aila, Wa'af, Makabar, Ha, Nakashaf, Ashar, Lawa, Af, Badayawa, Wa'af, Kalayawa, Af, Kakayar, Wa'af, Kanawa. That's it? All right, I'm sorry.
This is the book of Exodus of the 35 and verse 10. And every wise-hearted among you shall come and make all that the Lord hath commanded.
Which is heavy because you want to see something?
Hold on.
Which is heavy because This is the wise men. It's the wise hearted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is talking to the men that know. So I can go ahead.
Verse 11. The tabernacle, his tent and his covering, his taches and his boards and his bars, his pillars and his sockets.
Yeah. This is all belonging to the Lord. This is all dedicated to the Most High, which is heavy because our Sabbath days are dedicated to the Lord, and everything we do is a dedication. Which is why even one of the high holy days we have is a rededication. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that we do on the Sabbath day or on our Sabbaths are a dedication to the Most High. We dedicate this day to the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 12. The ark and the staves thereof, with the mercy seat and the veil of the covering. Verse 13. The table and his staves and all his vessels and the showbread.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. The candlestick also for the light
Mm-hmm.
and his furniture and his lamps with the oil for the light. Verse 15. And the incense altar
Mm-hmm.
and his staves and the anointing oil and the sweet incense and the hanging for the door at the entering in of the tabernacle. Verse 16. The altar of burnt offering with his brazen gate, his staves and all the vessels, the laver and his foot.
Read the next 7.
Come.
Go back this way. Go back this way. Let's go back to the next 7. Verse 17 in Hebrew. Atha, Kuala Ayah, Hakatazar, Atha, Aimadawa, Wa'af, Adaniyah, Wa'atha, Masak, Sha'ayar, Katazayar. Verse 18. Tell me what to stop at.
Come.
Atha, Yafadaf, Ha, Mashakan, Wa'atha, Yafadaf, Hakatazar, Wa'af, Maya, Tharayaham. Verse 19. Atha, Bagadaya, Ha, Sharad, Lasharath, Bakwadash, Atha, Bagadaya, Hakwadash, Laharan, Hakwahan, it's like a Hakahan, Watha, Bagadash, it's like a Bagadaya, Banayan, it's like a Baniyawa, Lakwahawa. Verse 20. Waya Awa, Kal, Adath, Baniya, Yashar Allah, Malapanya, it's like a Malapanya, Masha. Verse 21. Waya Ba'awa, Kal, Ayash, Ashar, Nashawa, Labawa, Wakala, Ashar, Nadaba, Rawakawa, Afia, Ha, Bayawa, Af, Tharawamwaf, Yahweh, Lamala, Akaf, Ayal, Mawa'ai, Wala Kal, Aibada Thawa, Wala Ba Gabo, Gadiya, Ha, Kwadash. Verse 22. Wayaba'awa, Ha, Ana Shayam, Al, Hanashayam, Kal, Nadiyab, Laba, Ha, Bayaawa, Kak, Wanazam, Wataba, Aif, Wakawa Maza, Kal, Zahab, Wakal, Ayash, Ashar, Hanayat, Thanawapath, Zahab, La Yahweh. Verse 23. Wakal, Ayash, Ashar, Namai, Athawa, Thakalath, Wa'ara, Gaman, Wathawa La Aif, Anash, it's like a Shanya, Washash, it's like a Wa'ai, Zayam, Wa'ai Rath, Ayalam, Ma'ada, Ma'ada Mayam, Wa'ai Rath, Macha Shayam, Ha Baya'awa. Verse 24. That's it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, and verse 17. The hangings of the court, his pillars, and their sockets, and the hanging for the door of the court. Verse 18. The pins of the tabernacle, and the pins of the court, and their cords. Verse 19. The cloths of the service, to do the service in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments for his sons to minister in the priest office. Verse 20. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. Verse 21. And they came, every one whose heart stirred him up, and every one whom his spirit made willing. And they brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Time, who the Lord stirred up, who had the strong mind, whoever the Lord had the Holy Spirit on, they brought the work up. Go ahead.
They brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all his service, and for all the holy garments.
They brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And they came, both men and women.
Both men and women. Go ahead.
As many as were willing hearted.
Those that were willing to work. Go ahead.
And brought bracelets and earrings and rings and tablets, all jewels of gold, and every man that offered an offering of gold unto the Lord.
Right.
Verse 23, and every man with whom was found blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair and red skins of rams and badger skins brought them. And that was end of the section. This is my turn.
So back in verse 22, when it's talking about they bringing all the bracelets and earrings and tablets, you understand, the more we read on, we're going to see that they had a lot. A lot of people came in and offered this free will offering. And I'm sure a lot of them was moved, after how, we just gave all our gold and silver to Aaron to make a golden calf. And we see how it happened.
Right.
You understand? So we was moved in that way. Now when we actually doing the work of the Lord, many are going to be moved to give their free will offering.
Yeah. Right.
This like how the Bible said, like, imagine all the zeal that we put into doing evil in the world. All the zeal that we put into the birthdays, to the Christmas, to the Thanksgiving, the 4th of July. There's all types of sin, and now we see the result of all that work when we look at our community, and we literally are in hell. You understand? Imagine if our zeal was backed up by the knowledge of God. The work that we will produce will literally be the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You understand? Like how Paul said, like all had sinned. We was in the world sinning and we were zealous. You understand? We had the zeal for God, but it wasn't according to knowledge. You understand? And for that lack of knowledge, we're destroyed out here in this world today. So when you come into the truth, all the zeal you had in the world to do evil in the name of these false gods, like Islam and Christianity, you should have, twice as much zeal. So nobody should even have to ask you, You understand? It shouldn't be mandatory to do anything when it wasn't mandatory to do Christmas, but we still went out and did it as if it was.
Right.
You understand? So we can just turn that zeal that we had in the world to work in the truth, and we can bring the kingdom of heaven overnight. For real. That's why.
Right.
Nah, what you said was so heavy because your light grows like through what you see. You know what I'm saying? Your light is what the spirit that the Most High put on you. So they saw Moses doing what the Most High gave to him. They saw the Holy Spirit. They saw what Moses was doing, and they wanted to build on it. You know what I'm saying? What Malaki was saying was so heavy because the light that you have in the truth, you know what I'm saying, was just the amount of light that you had in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And you was going to build on Esau's kingdom with that same zeal. You know what I'm saying? We had a zeal, but our zeal was in wickedness, and we grew through our wickedness. This way you grow through your righteousness, and the school grows, and you see how many people that you get to find their light, how many people you get to find the spirit of Christ that's in them, and you talk to that spirit and make that spirit grow. And you crush the spirit of wickedness that Esau put on him, the breach that the Esau that what it say, the breach that the what it say, the breach that Esau done put in this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, go ahead.
Kawgan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35 and verse 24 in the Hebrew. Kal Mariam Thara Wamath Kasap Wana Chashaf Haba Ya'awa Af Thara Wamath Yahweh Wakal Ashar Namatazaa Athwa I Tazaya Shataya Shatyam.
If I could, real quick, if I could read this one scripture,
Okay.
it's Acts 26 and 18. To open their eyes and turn them from darkness to light, from the power of Satan unto God, that they may receive forgiveness of sins and inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me. That's what we want to like.
Okay. Shatyam Lakal Mala Katha Ha Bada Haba Yahweh. Verse 25. Wakal Asha Ha Math Lab By Yadaya to Wawa Waya Ba Yahweh Mata Wa Af Ha Fa Kalaf Wa Af Ha Ra Gamun Af Fa Wala Aif Ha Shanya Wa'af ha-shasha, verse 26. Wakal ha-nashim ashar nasha'a laban afna ba khama tawawa af ha'azayam, verse 27. Wahan nash Ein Ha Ba Yahweh Af Abanya Hashaham Wa Af Abanya Ha Ma La'ayam La'a Hawad Wa Lakshan, verse 28. Wa'af ha ba sham wa'af ha shaman la ma iwar wa la shaman ha ma shakha wa la quataraf ha ma hasa hasam yam, verse 29. Kal Ayash wa Aisha Ashar Nadab Labam Atham Labha ba ya'a, the call, Hamala Akka, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, La Shawath, Bayad, Masha, Haba, Yahweh, Banya, Yashwala, Nadaba, La Yahweh. Verse 30. Waya Amar, Masha, Al, Banya, Yashwala, Ra'awa, Kwara, Yahweh, Basham, Bataza, La'al, Bun, Awaria, Bun, Hawar, La Mata, Yaha, Wada. That was under the 7, I believe. This is the book of Exodus, 35 and verse 24. Everyone that did everyone that did offer an offering of silver and brass brought the Lord's offering. And every man with whom was found shittim wood for any work of the service brought it. Verse 25. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which they had spun, both of blue and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine linen. Verse 26. And all the women whose hearts stirred them up in wisdom spun goat's hair. Verse 27. And the rulers brought onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. Verse 28. And spice and oil for light, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense. Verse 29. The children of Israel brought a willing offering unto the Lord.
And it's so heavy because it just gave you wise men and all that other stuff, and then it tells you the children. And it's so heavy because we teach the children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The children are not the wise-hearted. The children are not the wise-hearted woman or man. The children are literally children.
Right.
And they need instruction. Right?
The children of Israel brought a willing offering unto the Lord. Every man and woman whose heart made them willing to bring for all manner of work,
For all the work. They wanted to do the work. Go ahead.
which the Lord had commanded to be made by the hand of Moses.
So, I mean, it's obvious that you got wise men, wise women, and then just children.
Right. Verse 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, see, the Lord hath called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah.
So like that wise heart is like their ability to do things, like have the knowledge, like you know what I mean, like mason work or sewing and shit like that. Something like that. So I mean, like back in 25, you know what I mean, you see the women, you know, they put in work. They have the ability to do these things. Like they say, they spur the goat's hair. That's the process of turning it into thread and yarn that would later be used for the fabric on the tabernacle.
Right.
You understand? So it's like, even though the Bible say man is going to rule over the woman, and the woman's desire would be towards her husband, and the woman shall submit to the man as if it's her God. And they say, you know, the flock of my pasture is men. That don't mean that the sisters is just sitting around taking up space.
Right.
You know, the knowledge that they have, you know, to sew and thread and everything, they using that knowledge to put their brick in. You understand? So they not just idle, they really doing the work of the Most High here. And the Lord called them wise-hearted.
There's mad sisters in the Bible that helped out.
Right.
Like in many different ways, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why they call them wise-hearted women. You know what I'm saying? Like they doing the work of the Lord. Like it's work to be done. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you look at it. Because the brothers need what they need. You know what I'm saying? All of us are servants for the next man. You know what I'm saying? Even the woman, you're a servant for the brothers. A brother is servant for the brother. Our phones ring 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this phone don't stop ringing. I looked at my bill and I see I average 800 calls a month. and about 600 texts a month. You know what I'm saying? Like our phones never stop ringing because we servants. You know what I'm saying? Like the sister is a servant as well. You know what I'm saying? Locke is there to answer the call whenever he called. The troopers ain't the servants. You know what I'm saying? The troopers work for the captains and the captains work for the troopers. That's just the way it is. The sisters work for the brothers and the brothers work for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. So, you know what I mean? It's like what you were saying was heavy, Locke.
Wow, it was like speaking of servant. I remember the first time the brother called me for a breakdown. I was like, "This is what I've been waiting for."
Yeah.
I just laid it out for him. There you go.
Yeah.
This is like,
You know what I
I
mean?
remember I called a mom for a breakdown for the first time, and he laid it out.
Mm-hmm.
Precepts on precepts on precepts. The phone call was like 20 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was gonna be a long breakdown, but it's like they be really servants, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh shit! So I'm taking the next 38 to 36.
What's the 47?
If we go by the order we were doing it, that's what we started at. We start right there. He would go here and then we one more time.
You got it.
Exodus 36, verse 3.
14
Waya
verse.
Kwakwa Mala Punya Masha Al Ha Wama Ashar Hava Yao Manya Yashala Lama La Akaf I Badaf Ha Kwa Dash La Ashaf Atha Waham Haba Yawa Al Yawa I Wada Na Daba Baba Kwar verse 4 Waya Baal Kal Ha Kamyam Ha Ashyam Af Kal Mala Akaf Ha Kodash Ayash Mama La Zwa Ashar Ma Ha Ma Yum verse 5 Waya Amarwa Al Masha La Amar Mara Bayam
35.
Ha'am Laha Ya Madia
Oh, he stops at 36.
Bada Mala Laaka Ashar Tazawa Yahweh Aisha Avta verse 6 Waya Tazawa Maasha Waya Ai Ya Rawa Kwawa Bamahana Bamor Ayash Waasha Al Ya Aishwa
What verse did you start at?
3.
You started at 36 and 3?
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to start at 35. My fault. 35 and
30.
and 31.
31.
Oh, 31.
Sorry, my fault. I didn't catch that sooner.
35 and 31. Exodus chapter 35 verse 31. Waya Mala Athawa Ra Warak Ala Hayam Baha Gama Batha Bawana Waba Da'af Wabakal Mala'aka verse 32. Wala Shab Maha Shabaf La Aisha Ba Zahab Waba Kasab Waba Nak Shaf 33 Waba Kharaj Waba Shaf Abun Lama La'af Waba Khar Shaf Aitaza Wai Shawat Bakal Mala Akaf Maha Shabbat 34 Walaha Waraf Na Than Ba Labuwa Wa Salagi Hawa Waha How Yaab Bun Yas Mak Lamata Dan verse 35 Mala'a Atham Ha Kamak Laba La'aishwaf Kal Mala'akav Kharash YAHANNA, YAHANNA, WARAHAM, BATHAKALA, WABAARAMANA, BATHA WALAF, HaShania, Wabasha, Wa'arab, Ashya, Kal, Malaka, Wahashabah, Mahashabath. Verse 30, chapter 36, verse 1. Wa'ash, Batazal Allah, Wa'ahau Yab, Wa'kal Ayash, Chakam, Laba, Ashur, Nathan, Yahweh, Habahan, Wana, Bahama, Lada'ath, La'ashaf, Kal, Malaka, Ibadah, HaKodash, Bakal, Ashur, Tazawaj, Yahweh, verse 2. Wayakwarah, Masha, Al, Batazal, Al, Wa'al, Ahal, Ya'al, Wa'al, Kal, Ayash, Chakam, Laba, Ashur, Nathan, Yahweh, Chakama, Bawa, Kal, Ashur, Nasha'al, La Bawa, La Kwarba, Al Hamalaka, La Aishaf, Atha. That's the new one.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35 and verse 31. And he hath filled him with the Spirit of God, and wisdom, and understanding, and in knowledge, and of all manner of workmanship. Verse 32. And to devise curious works, to work in gold, and in silver, and in brass. Verse 33. And in the cutting of stones, to set them, and in the carving of wood, to make any manner of cunning work. Verse 34. And he hath put in his heart that he may teach both he and Aholiab, the son of I.S.U.P.K, of the tribe of Dan. Verse 35. Them hath he filled with wisdom of heart, to work all manner of work, of the engraver, and of the cunning workman, and of the embroiderer, in blue, and in scarlet, and in purple, and in scarlet, and in fine linen, and in of the weaver, even of them that do any work, and of those that devise cunning work. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 36, and verse 1. Then wrought Bezaleel and Oliab, and every wise-hearted man in whom the Lord put wisdom and understanding to work, to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, according to all that the Lord hath commanded. Verse 2. And Moses called Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, even every one whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do it.
It sound like they were just in charge, like overseeing stuff. It's not like they was like overseeing his work.
It was head of the Sabbath service.
Right. Also, Exodus 36 and 3.
If you want to take it, you want me
This
Couple.
Exodus 36 and 3. Vaya Kwakwa, Malapanya, Masha, Kal, Athar, Roma, Ashur, Haba Ya'al, Banya, Yasharala, Lama Akath, Aigadath, HaKodash, Aisha, Atha, Waham, Haba Ya'al, Al Yawah, Iwada, Badava, Bakor, before, Wayabao, Kal, Makwa, Kamyam, Ashim, Af, Kal, Malakath, Hakodash, Ayash, Mama, La, Kawa, Ashar, Hama, Shayam, verse 5, Waya Amarwa, Al Mashallah Amar, Rabayam, Aham, sorry, Ha'ain, Laha Baya, Madaya, Ha Bada, Mala La'aka, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, La'ashaf, Asha, Aitha, so verse 6, Wayetazawa, Masha, Yarowa, Kwawal, Bamahana, Bamor, Ayash, Washa, Al, Yaishwa, Iwada, Mala Aka, Matha, Wamath, Hakodash, Waya Kala, Ha'ai, Habaya, verse 7, Waha Malaka, Ha Yatha, Yayum, Lakal, Ha Malaka, Laish Wath, so I did Atha, Waha Wathor, Sa, verse 8, Waya Aishwa, Kal, Hakam, Laba, Aisha, Hama Laaka, Ath, Hama Shekan, Ashur, Yara Ya'ath, Shasha, Ma Shetar, Watha Kala, Mana, Man, Watha Wa La'ath, Shanya, Karabium, Ma Aisha, Khasha, Aisha, Afam.
One more. Verse
One
9.
So, verse 9. Arak, Haya, Ra, Ya'ai, Ha, Achath, Shamana, Wa Aisharim, Ba'ama, Wa Racha, Rabai, Ba'ama, Haya, Raya, Ha, Mada, Achath, Lakal, Haya, Raya.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 36, and verse
I'm not
3.
quite sure how to help you with that.
And they received of Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it withal.
They received it of Moses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, through Moses, they accept. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And they brought yet unto him freewill offerings every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4.
So he brought all the offerings to Moses. Go ahead.
And all the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary came every man from his work which they made.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And they spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work, which the Lord commanded to make. Verse 6. And Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. For the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. And every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, in blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cunning work made he them. Verse 9. The length of one curtain was 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and curtains were all of one size. And that was into the English.
See, it's saying in 7, where it's talking about the stuff that they brought to Moses. You know, all of the what's the word? All of
The offerings.
the offerings. You know, it was sufficient. You know, they got everything that they needed, and it was too much.
All right.
You know, they needed gold and silver and all that. And it's crazy because, if I'm not mistaken, when they thrust us out of Egypt, we got stuff from the Egyptians. We got the gold and stuff from the Egyptians. And we had so much that we had enough to not spare, but we had enough to make for the golden calf. And then we had more than enough to give to Moses for to create the tabernacle and the altar and all this stuff. And then Moses had to tell us to stop bringing stuff. So we had so much stuff. And that it just makes sense why the Lord was so angry, because He gave us these things when we left Egypt, so that we can create an altar to Him. He said in chapter 28, build this stuff so that He can dwell among us. He can be our God. We decided to go and use that stuff to make a golden calf. That's why He was pissed off. He like, man, I'm gonna destroy everybody, everything. You understand? Now we see here we had so much stuff, and it was really all for the glory of the Most High. Right. So,
and it's heavy because, don't get it twisted, just because it was too much of that don't mean it wasn't too much of something else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it might have been too many ornaments on the table. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that we don't need stuff for the holy of holies. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean we don't need lights or fans. That don't mean we don't need the air conditioning in the building. You know what I mean? That don't mean we need tires for the camp van, or you know what I'm saying? There's always other things you can buy. Man, I need no more of these. There's too much. There's too much stuff on the table. Let's get something else. You know what I'm saying? So you can always take your work and put it somewhere else. Right. Because it might be too much work in one space. Like a football team can't have 32 kickers. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not even a football team no more. You know what I'm saying? It's too much kickers. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to be a part of the body, but it's different parts of the body. Right. You know what I mean? We spoke about that before. You got 2 arms. Once you got 2, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 eyes. All I need is 2 eyes. That's enough. All I need is 1 neck. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? I can't have 14 necks. You know what I'm saying? So just like, you know what I mean? You got to find out where your lane is. I mean, Moses saying, we got enough golden calves. I appreciate it. Now let's start making the curtains. You know what I'm saying? Let's start building the stage. Let's get the paint. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the pictures, put the pictures on the wall. Let's get the TVs. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do something else to make this place look nice. So,
that's under the 49 verses. Mm-hmm. We started a little earlier.
Oh, all right, bet. So, all right, well, I guess we can send the prayers out there and get ready to go do what we gotta do. You wash the cup out too? This cup clean?
This cup is clean, sir. I mean, this cup I used.
All right.
Myself.
You gonna pour it?
You gonna pour, but he has to pass. The tradition is that he has to pass it to you during after the blowing of the shofar.
All right. Right.
YAHANNA. Peace, Israel.
Torah. Okay, son. Yahweh Shem Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Shabrak Yah.
Would you say the Most High in the name of Christ bless me? Taking the oath for these scrolls. All right, we're going to send up the prayers. Sorry, Christ. We're going to send up the prayers.
Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Oh, Shalak Yamajum, which means to stand. Everybody stand. We'll point your Hakadam, which means turn to face the east. We'll send up the prayers.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shabbat. Kodash. Hayah. Shimka. Yahweh. Malakavka. Tabah. Ratasayaka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Barakazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemai.Atelandau. Lacham. Ka. Yawam. Wasalaknau. Kawafnau. Kasalaknau. Kawafnau. Bala'ah. Tabi'ayinau. Banasai one. Abba. Awashayinau. Mahayan. Ra. Kayab. Laka. Amalakwa. La'al. La'apara. La'alamim. Amen in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Pray for the power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Babakashah. Nathanahu. Haka. Larpa'ah. Ka'amakalah. Ka'amaruah. Haka. Latahah. Hamatazariah. Lahakya. Hamafia. Haka. Arakawah. Katama'al. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahushua. What I want in English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you always. So be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Shalom. Wahabayah. Sapori. Ba'ashem Yahushua. What I'm running in English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us and Israel in school. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you always. So be it.
Blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa
Yahushua. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Lahayim. Tazabayah. Alawak Yahanna. Ha Alawak. Ha Saranya. Ha Kwatazayani. Ha Kayayani. Waha Wafian. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. What I want in English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. So like it, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commander General YAHANNA. Generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K.
Ayanya. Yaba'ah. I.S.U.P.K. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemaiah. Barakazah. Ayatan. Namawat. Gaka. Ayanawam. Marka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Al-Ya, Yam-Yam-Ka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Kaka, Wayara, Alayla, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Yakara, Yashamar, after Pascha, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Abuaka, Maita, Maida Walam in English, Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From which cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber
shall neither slumber
nor sleep.
nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time
and
forth,
even forevermore.
Even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayyam.
Al-Hayyam,
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Farash.
Al-Taqarash,
Al-Dashakwat.
Al-Dashakwat,
Ah. Al-Yahanna.
Al-Yahanna, Al-Yabika, Hamayawan, Ra'ash, Al-Ayyuka, Yarayamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Al-Aitazawa, Al-Tazakawanyaka, Marwa, Akwa, Wadakakina, Al, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yasha'al, Aiwada, Hayya, Al-Aitazawa, Aiba, Kadwa, Al-Yuka, Barya, Yakarafwa, Ahaya, Arawam, Wayashama, Al-Hayyam, Al-Abba, Hagari, Babal, Wayalawan, Wayamulak, Palashah, Anishabi, Tazawar, Mashawar, Nalawa, Aimam, Hayawa, Zarawa, Abayalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Gamadia, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayadi, Manakar, Payashwan, Yashamadwa, Bayan, Dara, Kayawa, the Man, Adakma, Shayatumba, Nadayabu, Kaira, Kasaba, Katazamana, Kal Nasiyakumba, Ashur, Marwa, Narashah, Nanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Allahayim, Allahayah, Shayatumba, Kagaba, Kwash, Panyaraka, Ka'ash, Sabairi, Kalabath, Kalahat, Ariam, Kut, Daradat, Wasairika, Wabasa, Pathka, Sabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Mka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Wadiai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Wayata, Shimka, Yahweh, Baka, I1, Al-Karakasa in English, Psalm 83. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, Ishmaelites, Moab, Hagarenes, Baal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines with their inhabitants of Tyre.
Their habits of Tyre.
A sword also was joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. It became his dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zed. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storms. Fill their face with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. Blessings. All right, you want to set the blessings for the curses? All right, if I could find my wall, bro. Run away from you. All right, we'll set the blessings for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, listen to us there, right there. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathens that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the schools. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathens and shut loose the pockets of the rich of Israel that refuse to get to the school. Force their riches into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and their nations and their drug dealers, the court systems, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, burgers of witchcraft, National Space Programs, Army and Navy, Air Force Marines, Wall Streets, open up the internet, airways, cable access channels, radio channels, convicted spirit of any of our people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues and cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy words. Cause to be known by all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause to be spread through the media throughout the whole world, and cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always. So be it. With that being said, Yeshabi, which means to be seated. All right. Yeshabi means to be seated, and that concludes the Sabbath service. All right. Oh, we're going to salute everybody out. All right, sisters, Yeshabi means to be seated. Men of Israel, Majim, we're going to salute the brothers out. Men of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Brakatah, Judge Matah, Sar, which means Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Sar, which means turn. Sisters, Amajim, which means to stand. We're going to get a sister one crazy salute. Men of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Latah Hashem Yahushua, which Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Judge Matah, class dismissed. Oh, that concludes the Sabbath service. If anybody want to be anointed, you grab the oil.